morning, guys. It's Wednesday morning and I just wanted to share with you things that I'm doing while the kids are playing. We have some time in the morning for free play, so I thought I'd take an opportunity to go through all the Christmas crafts, because for next 2.5 weeks we will be doing Christmas crafts. So I always wanna set it out, cut them all out, get them all ready, so that way every day I just take a Ziploc bag with the crafts intended for that day and I have everything ready. So that is what I'm setting up right now. So I wanted to take you along. So this is what I'm working with. I've got a large bin of Christmas crafts, which is just tons of stuff mixed up. And then in here I have several kits already made up that I got left over from last year, because I always make a few extra in case if my nieces and nephews come for a visit, so that way they can have something to do as well. So I'm gonna get all this unpacked, see what I have, and then start building my kits. Alright, so I put out all the crafts out and I'm going to package them into Ziploc bags for each day. But before I do that, I wanted to go over them and show you what we are going to be doing. I kind of saved some pictures on my phone so I can show you the different crafts, what in my mind they should look like. They never quite look like that, but so I'm gonna start here. I just have some odds and ends here that I've put for sometimes I have older kids like that are kind of getting out of a nap, so if they finish their naps earlier, I'll have stuff for them to do. In here is a Rudolph craft, which is pretty simple. I just used the Rudolph face, pom-pom for his nose, and some bells for around his like right at the bottom over here, and then I'll just have to add some googly eyes, which is what I need to buy. So over here I just wanted to show you, I started a list of stuff to write down what I need to go run out and buy, so that way I am ready to hit the sun. So I'll probably go get the rest of the supplies today, so that way we can start tomorrow. This week we have done the Santa letter yesterday, and we have also did some coloring. So I want to hit the full-on crafts starting tomorrow. So moving on, over here I just have stamps, which they'll just use with paint. Then I have extra pipe cleaners for whatever that I might need them for. I try to use up what I have first from here. And then for these ornaments, I had a couple ideas, but I think I had come up with one that looks really neat, and it is this one. And all it is green pom-poms, which I have lots of, and it doesn't necessarily have to be green, but and then I will draw the line with a permanent marker, and then they can paint do little dots of light with Q-tips, so like stamp on different colors for Q-tips for lights, and then they can fill up the ornament with green pom-poms. For these, this is another one that's kind of neat, and it's just, I have 2 of these kits, so it just comes with some glitter glue, some of these like buttons, different Christmas buttons, which I can add stuff. You can also add pom-poms, and they can just glue them on. These are pretty neat. They're just felt Christmas shapes, and I just have them paint them with some food coloring water and the little droppers. So they just drop paint, and because it's a material, the paint expands, and I just make the paint with food coloring. So then obviously I need paints in Christmas colors. I have brushes. I usually use these ones as well as these ones, and they're all from can be purchased at the dollar store. For this craft, I'll show you a picture. What I have an idea for that one is just a simple candy cane, and somebody has given me these packing foam pieces, so I'm just gonna cut them and then they can glue them on the red or even a green candy cane. Then over here I have one of these kits that I made, and it's an elf hat. So as you can see, it's a green piece of it was actually Bristol board that I cut out in a triangle. Then I cut out the little bottom for the hat out of foam, and then they just add these little bells to the top of the hat. Very simple. Then over here I have these paper cut Christmas trees that came from Royalco, and they can decorate them with some of the I cut up pipe cleaners, the candy cane pipe cleaners. Then there's some pom-poms, different colored pom-poms, and then I also have this stuff, and all of this it used to be, I don't actually know whether it exists anymore, but the last time I went I stocked up heavily, which was several years ago, and so I haven't gone back, but and the dollar store had increased their stuff that they carry so much more now for crafts that I don't need to stock up on stuff from a sale. But there's a warehouse sale once a year that used to sell all these supplies, so I got these, and I got like 2 rolls of it, and I've had it forever because I really only use it either for Christmas or I use some of the red stuff for Valentine's. Then over here I had made these out of plaster. They're Christmas ornaments, Christmas tree ornaments, just so you see. And they'll just paint them. And what I used is at the dollar store, they had these little tins, Christmas tins, for like either your cookies or if you were making, I don't even know what you could have made in these. But anyway, so I had made them, shaped them in here, and I just put some Vaseline and plaster so that way the Vaseline is so they come out. And then I just put a little straw in the middle so that way the hole forms. So I have lots of these. I had actually made these last year, and that's what I usually do. If I'm making something or cutting out something, I'll make a ton of it so that way I have it for next time. Then I also just wanted to show you I have dollar store cookie cutters that aren't the greatest, but they're great for Play-Doh. And I have them for almost every season and every occasion. And then these foam snowmen, these are very simple. They just, we use buttons, draw on some eyes, maybe do some pipe cleaners for a broom, and I'll cut out a scarf, or we'll just tie a piece of ribbon around for a scarf. Then for these, which are pine, I'm still going through all those pine cones that I have gotten from one of the kids, and I'll just show you what we'll be making. Very simple. Then I'll just attach either a ribbon on top or ribbon on the bottom so you can hang it up on a tree. And then for these, I wanted to show you, so this is another idea for those clear Christmas ornaments you could do. You can decorate them with stickers too on top. And then for the red ones, this is actually, so my daughter's 15, but I think she made this when she was like 4. Little Rudolphs like that. And then another one, if you have like different colored or even for red, but they would have to be bigger ornaments, is these handprint ornaments. So all they do is you cover their hand with the paint, and then they just take the ornament and squeeze it not too hard so they don't break it, and then you get the little snowman. And then if they're old enough, they draw the everything else with permanent markers, or you can just do that for them. So obviously you will need lots of glue, which is what I need because I'm almost out. And then over here, several years ago, I had made these snowflakes, and they're just different colored snowflakes. And then you can either paint them white if you don't want them different colored, but I just keep them all sorts of different colors. And then they can decorate them with buttons or with confetti. I have this Christmas like confetti. They can do that with that, and they're great ornaments. Then of course we have gingerbread foam, and I do have a picture to show you. So this is the picture of the snowflake, and then I'll show you the gingerbread. So just something along the lines of this. I'm just using stuff that I have around the house. This is another great idea for those clear ornaments if you want to make a snowman. So lots of choices for clear ornaments. And then over here I have the Christmas boot, the stocking, and I just have them glue on the cotton balls. Very simple. So I think that's it. We will be decorating gingerbread cookies as well. So that's going to be part of a cooking experience and craft experience, kind of all put in one. And then I'll also have lots of coloring pages for them. But this is a great base for the crafts. So I hope this inspired you if you have little children, grandchildren, or if you're running a home daycare. Lots of great ideas, and most, if not all of it. So the plaster didn't come from the dollar store. The pine cones were free, and then everything else had come from a dollar store. So the basket is overfilled. This usually only has about a week's worth, but I shoved 2 weeks worth in here. So everything's in Ziploc bags. So I have added ribbon to snowman. I'm using the black pom-poms for buttons, orange pom-poms for nose, and I'm just gonna draw the eyes on him with the black marker when we're ready to do it. So like this one has all the stuff for candy cane. Then I packaged this one for the Rudolph. So yeah, so I'm ready to tackle the next 2.5 weeks. At least this part is done. Christmas shopping, not so much. Oh, we got 2 gifts now. So, okay, now they're cleaning up. We're gonna do a craft, story time, and then we are off to go outside. So quickly before we go and do story time, I just wanted to share some books that I like to read to the kids. So, The Mistletoe, which is a really cute story about a moose. So this is one of our favorites. Then I also like to take a couple songs from this book and sing them every day with them. Christmas Mice, that's another great story. Rusty's Christmas Parade. I think this book had come from the dollar store, and it's really cute story. The Penguin Who Wanted to Be Different. So some winter stuff, Christmas stuff. Bear Stays Up for Christmas. Snow Bear's Christmas Countdown. Clifford's First Christmas. Mole Hole Holiday. Now I like to keep the stories very short inside. I don't like for them to have an awfully lot of writing because I find they lose interest. So Merry Christmas from Biscuit, there's that word. It's Present Day from Blue's Clues. So some of these, as you can see, are still from my kids. The Christmas Walk, Rudolph Shines Again, If You Take a Mouse to the Movies. That's a whole bunch of different books on that one. And then my absolute favorite, and I usually read this one before Christmas holidays, it's The Night Before Christmas. This is a book I picked up when my kids were born, when my son was born, and I have been reading it every year ever since. Now a couple other books that I used to like to read with my kids is The First Night and Room for the Little One. I used to read these with my own children when they were younger. I don't read these books with my daycare kids. And then over here is a pile of books that stays up high that the older kids can have a look at. There's some characters that they like and stuff like that. And then these ones are ones that I put out. They are the hardcover books, so they don't they're not easily ripped. So I'm just downstairs. I'm going to be just decorating and cleaning up the playroom, switching some toys around. They're sleeping right now, so I have a couple minutes to do it. So I thought I'd do it so that way I don't have to do it over the weekend. Usually I would have done it Saturday morning or so, but the weekend's pretty busy, so I thought I'd do it right now and take you guys along. Oh yeah, and I'm also catching up on some Vlogmas over there in the background, so that way multitasking. So the room is ready. I just have to clean the floors, which I will do later on when the kids are not here. So we're gonna start over here. So I just have several toys. I didn't change too much stuff because they've been playing really nice with these and they haven't had them in for too long, so I'm just gonna leave that there. So I have the little garland running down and then the Christmas tree that they decorated yesterday. Then my calendar. These two pictures that I have up in the window, my kids made a while back, and then I just hung mostly snowflake, and then I just hung that mobile up as well. Then in the reading center I have added all Christmas books and the little fireplace. I don't know how long the fireplace is gonna actually last up there, but we'll give it a try. And then the ramp is from before, and then I changed this up because the idea of this is Santa's workshop. So a little tool bench to enforce that. And then over here is our craft eating area. I have to steam the table as well, which is pretty gross. After crafts and lunch I wipe it down, but stuff is stuck to it. So up here I just have everyday craft supplies, and then here is the bucket with all the crafts. Then I have my board that I put stuff on. Then I have diapers, wipes, bibs, painting smocks, sunscreen, towels for anything I need. Then this is our sensory area. I just have all of my sensory supplies here. I stuck this up in here as well. I'm going to have to go grab some red and green Play-Doh, or I might make some depending on how. I do have red plasticine, so I'll see. And for now I just put this counting game on here, and there's matching gingerbread that all the kids have to do is match the number to the corresponding so find the right number and put it on. So it's more meant for the older kids. Then over here I just have some my menus, some forks and spoons, and all my stuff that I use, and then the circle time stuff, plates and cups are up there. So I think the room looks a lot of fun. So, and now I'm done. I think I'm gonna go make myself a coffee because I still have about 15-20 minutes before wake up time. Just want to show you what I'm making for dinner. It's Asian grilled pork kebabs, and I'm soaking the brown rice, and the meat is ready marinated, and my husband's gonna cook it on the cast iron top. And then I'm just gonna make like almost like a chop salad with Asian dressing to go with it. So we took our son for a haircut and our daughter for the dance, and now we're back. My daughter's still at dance, but I'm just getting ready to make some gingerbread cookies, so I thought I'd take you along for that.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The tidings we bring to you and your kid. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding. Now bring us some figgy pudding and bring it out here. The tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For we all like figgy pudding. For we all like figgy pudding. For we all like figgy pudding. So bring it out here. The tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring some out here. The tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New
So the dough's done. I'm gonna put it in the fridge until tomorrow, and tomorrow I'm gonna shape it and roll it out and shape it into, I think I'm gonna do gingerbread men, Christmas trees, and Mickey Mouse.